6 o'clock in the morning, 49 degrees. What you doing? Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is up, getting ready to get their day started, and hopefully everybody has a great productive day. It is a little chilly out here where I am at. I am in North Carolina in Grow Zone 8A, and the weather is doing what the weather does, up and down. But anyway, I'm up and I am walking the garden, and I have one of my best friends some neem oil. So before the sun comes up, I'm gonna get a lot of stuff sprayed down with this neem oil. Did a lot of cleanup work in the garden yesterday, pruning, cutting off excess cutting off excess stems and growth that didn't need to be on certain plants. But putting in work is never ending. Got some more of this Stay Green weed barrier that I'm gonna roll out like how I did over there. And we're gonna go ahead and put everything that crawls and vines out down here. So like how I have this spaghetti squash here and these watermelon and cantaloupe, we're gonna get all that stuff that vines out like this right here and get it put in the center right there. That way I don't have to worry about the weeds and the grass choking out the vines, or when I cut grass trying to weed it around all that. All right. So as you can see, finally got the weed fabric laid out, got everything moved over so they have more room to crawl, and I don't have to worry about, like I said, weed eating around the containers and the vines getting choked out by the weeds and the grass. But I wanted to show y'all, everything doesn't always go as planned when you're growing a garden. If you've been following the channel for the longest, I've been trying to transplant cuttings off of that Golden Delicious dwarf apple tree, and I haven't been successful. So I want to say about 4 or 5 cuttings, and as you can see, this one here, dead. I'm still gonna leave it in the soil and keep watering it, because the branch itself looks good, but the leaves just dried up. But that one right there looks pretty much dead. This one over here is doing pretty good. And I have put root grow on them and shaved down the bark and stuff on the bottom part. But this one dead right there, but it has green leaves on it. Then I have this one over here that I have sitting in some water. And I know I did some big ones, some little ones. I did a whole variety just to see what was gonna take off. These are Meyer lemon cuttings that aren't doing good. And this right here is the other dwarf Golden Delicious apple tree branch. As you can see, it has green leaves on it, but then it also has some dead leaves. So it's a learning curve, y'all. I don't know everything about gardening, but those who follow me know that I have been container gardening for about 8 years now. But like I said, I do not know everything. I'm still learning. So I'm like a sponge. I try to soak up as much knowledge as possible. But today, now that I got this laid out, I can go ahead and finish pruning the garden, and I'm gonna do a harvest. I gotta go through and harvest a lot of this romaine lettuce and get it cleaned up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some of this kale right here and get it cleaned up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze the kale. And like I said, we usually eat it fresh, but it's so much, I'm gonna clean it up and then I'm gonna freeze it. But I heard that when you go to freeze it, you have to blanch it first. So I'm gonna do some research on that, get it cleaned up, get it blanched, get it put into some Ziploc bags and drop it down in the freezer. But I hope everybody else gardening is doing good. I know a lot of people still have winter weather where they're living at, but here down south, a lot of our gardens are thriving and doing good. I'm in Grow Zone 8A, North Carolina. But like I'm always saying, if y'all have a gardening channel, drop a comment down in the comment section. That way I can click on your icon and go and check out your channel and show y'all some support. And I'd like to thank everybody who's been supporting my small channel. And we'll learn together. We will learn together. Around here, nothing goes to waste. If I can't give it to the chickens, then it's going in the compost bin. But try not to waste anything. Let y'all take a look at this compost. And all it is chicken manure, old vegetables, leaves and everything. And it's coming together. See if I can mix it up a little bit so y'all can get a better look at how it's looking. Bear with me, trying to do this with one hand. I ain't got my tripod out here with me right now. I'll try to give y'all a look at it so you can see how rich this compost has been getting. Look at that, y'all. Y'all see how it's starting to turn nice and rich? Like I said, that's old vegetables, stuff that done went bad. And I just toss it all in here. Chicken manure, the shavings from out of the coop. Oops, and I just cracked the bin, but it'll be all right. Leaves. Y'all see how rich that soil is starting to get? So eventually I get a big enough operation, I won't have to worry about buying all that Miracle Grow and store-bought soil. All right, so I'm gonna end this video with a quick walkthrough so y'all can see how everything is doing. So here's another look at how these apples are starting to take off, if y'all can see that. There's several apples on the tree starting to grow. So yes, the apple tree is taking off. But like I said, they are subject to a lot of fungus and disease. But I'm gonna try to take care of it best I can. I know coming up soon I'll do a video on solar and producing your own electricity. Walk over here to the cucumbers and the beans, green beans. As you can see, I'm trying to get the cucumbers trained to climb up the trellis. And for the most part, it looks like they might be doing all right. Green beans doing their thing. This right here is a new addition. I don't know if I uploaded the video of me doing that, but all this is my herbs right here that I got planted. Nothing sprouted up yet, but it'll be coming soon. I did basil and dill in this one, thyme and peppermint, lemon balm and rosemary, oregano and sage. Did more parsley and cilantro, and got some green onions going in that one right there. And all my other little raised beds are all sprouting up. They all waking up, coming out to say hello. See, the onions doing good. Lettuce, iceberg lettuce. All these little pots, once they get a little bigger, like I said, I'll definitely get those transplanted. Some of them I'm giving away to people. Got spinach right there, more kale, a couple of cabbages. Spaghetti squash is thriving. Y'all remember I had that question about, do I cut the excess off after one start? So I've been getting a lot of good feedback on that, and I appreciate everybody who chimed in on the comment section to help out with that. Look at my no-name flowers. I call them no-name flowers because I don't know the name of them. I just bought them because people said colorful flowers attract bees. So my celery and leeks haven't sprouted up yet, but we're still gonna show them some love. Got the garlic, cilantro doing good over here. While I was pruning, I missed these little bad leaves on the spinach, but we'll get those taken care of. More kale right here, carrots and onions. Blackberry bush is waking up. I don't know if y'all remember how small it was and how it's starting to fill in now. This right here is the kiwi. It's doing so-so. My poor lemon tree. This is my Meyer lemon tree. If y'all watched the video on that, I got it. It was about to die. I brought it back to life. Ended up getting 2 lemons off of it last year, and as you can see now, it's looking real unhealthy and sick. Blueberries. I gotta get some bird netting to keep the birds from coming over here. There are a few peaches that's on the tree. It was at one point like 50 something and might be down about 15. But this is the first year this tree is producing. Fruit cocktail tree. As you can see, the leaves are green on it. It'll be a while before that produces anything. Well, little pineapple ones. That's that golden delicious there. Got my one lonely asparagus, has 2 little friends now. Cabbages again. See that one done? Stuck his head out. Cayenne pepper, bell pepper. Got our collards right here and broccoli. All our squash plants over here, which are doing real great. Got squash growing all up in there. Squash growing all in that one right there. You can see it. More squash. More squash. Another no-name flower. Tomatoes. Got that cabbage right there. It's doing all right. My marigolds. I know the name of those. More tomato plants. Then all our potatoes back here. And a little one lonely corn plant. So y'all, that was the tour of the garden. Like I say, keep putting in work. I know everybody who's still having that cold weather can't wait to get started. Get everything planted. Watch it start growing. But I'm just rambling on now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off and I'll catch y'all on the next one.